Hi, this is Dale O'Shills, pastor of Church of the Redeemer. Thanks so much for joining me this week in our time of devotions. Hope that these have been beneficial to you. We're going to wrap up the week with a very important concept, a very important practice, actually. It's more than a concept, it's a practice. It's the power of an apology. You know, for some folks, the toughest two words they will ever say are the words, "I'm sorry." It's very difficult for some people to do that because of pride and stubbornness. We kind of get entrenched in ourselves and we say, "I'm just not going to say that. I might say it if the other person says it first, but I'm not going to say I'm sorry first." You know, in reality, when we do that, we actually are hindering our own, not only our relationships, we're hindering progress in ourselves. One of the things that's valuable to learn is that actually giving apologies to another person not only has benefit for the relationship and for them, it actually has benefits for us. In the book of James, chapter 4, verse number 6, the writer James the Apostle says this. He says, "God resists you when you're proud, but continually pours out grace when you're humble." Notice that. God resists you when you're proud, but He continually pours out grace when you're humble. Now, let me ask you a question. Which would you prefer, the resistance of God because of pride? Or would you prefer the grace of God, the increased grace of God because of humility? And apologies really, those are one way that we can actually increase and, if you will, practice humility in our life, increase the levels of humility that attract the grace of God. And so there's tremendous benefit when you and I learn to simply say the words, "I'm sorry." Yes, there's benefit to the relationship, there's benefit to the other person, but there's also benefit to you and your relationship with God. It opens your life in humility to more of God's grace. Don't be afraid to say, "I'm sorry."